So here's the LQ9 that I got out of an '04 Escalade, and obviously wanted to run it before I committed to doing a cam swap and all sorts of upgrades to it, and just make sure it didn't have any rod knock or anything. So originally I was going to throw it in the frame of the S10 and then support it and run it, and then I said, oh my god, these engine stands are great, they're balanced. And while I was at the junkyard, I went ahead and just grabbed a cooling system out of the front of a similar vehicle so I could just throw the radiator on the front of this thing. Made a little stand for it, and have kind of jankified the setup here. Those are the headers that will fit in the S10, and then I just put some straight pipes on them. I actually had a couple of mufflers, but they just didn't quite clamp on nicely, so I decided to just run them with the open pipe. And the stupid little bracket off the back is to keep the wires from getting tangled up with the flywheel. Same little thing here for the crank position sensor. And I had already done the harness, but kept the harness in kind of the factory configuration, so I could just throw that harness on top of this. That harness will actually get rerouted, so it's all nice and pretty and safe inside the S10 chassis. But went and let's see what else we got here. On this side, no big drum. I had to go through the junk box to find some spark plugs. What is with removing those spark plug leads off of the spark plugs? I twist them, you do everything in your power to grab them the right way, and you still end up toasting some of those things. So I've had that happen a few times. So I've got a junk box of, not a complete set of plug wires, but here and there. Let's see, what else? Ran a proper wire off the generator, so I didn't cook the generator, and cook my battery. That's the battery out of the Chevelle, and there's the other engine that's going to get tested after I'm done playing with this one. My fuel system is a jug with the pressure system in it, and hey, don't like fumes, so go with tinfoil. And oh yeah, and then store fuses on top of that. That's handy. And then there's my pressure regulator and fuel pressure. That went fine. No plumbing problems there. Oil, I was really concerned when I started it that the oil pressure be good, so I've got the tester on there, and it popped right up right away. I had oiled it last week with a pressure pot through that lower port. Oh yeah, and then there's the computer, and I threw the drive-by-wire on there, and that was pretty much it. Oh yeah, and then the air intake. I did not throw a filter on there. I meant to do that, but did not do it, and it started right up anyway. Yeah, so let's see if we can go through this highly technical starting procedure. I've got all the coils and everything on that fuse block, and then one of those is for the engine controls. And let's see, we're gonna get you might hear the drive-by-wire connect when I put this in. Okay, nope, you're hearing acorns fall. And then the fuel pump is going to be this beast, and there we go, got fuel pump going, and grab the remote start. There we go. The drive-by-wire is not. I think it's probably in limp mode. I don't have a scan tool set up on this thing. I might do that. But I've got two modules. I've got 3 pedals. So I'll swap some of the combinations out there. I know I've got power going to the TCC brake, but I don't have other connections made. I don't think it looks for those, but maybe they could be part of it too. I don't have a brake light set up on it. Anyway, I'm going to play with that a little bit and see if I can get it to throttle. Well, I worked out the drive-by-wire. It was either a funky connection. Yeah, it was a funky connection because I went back, cleaned all the terminals, plugged it back in, and then everything seemed to be fine. So we're going to do another. This is a cold start. It's been off for a couple hours now. Get the fuel pump running and get it going.